Today I'm going to walk you through Interact. It's a software that allows you to create a quiz you can use as an opt-in or even a questionnaire form for a potential customer. It's super easy, but I'm going to just walk you through some of the features. So let's get started. You can create a new quiz here. And they have a ton of quizzes that are already pre-made that you could choose from and edit to fit your particular topic. You can also create a quiz from scratch. Even if you do a pre-made quiz, you can change everything about it. So it doesn't really matter what you choose to start with. But if you're just getting started and looking for some inspiration, the pre-made quizzes are great to kind of go through and see how other people did them. Okay, we're going to go back because I already started a quiz for us, and I'm going to use my candle example from the last blog post, just so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me type a million things. So you can go to edit, and then it gives you the areas of the quiz that it can take you to, but you can go to any of these areas once you click in. So we'll just go to branding and styling to start with. All of these fields are customizable. You can even change your font and you can change the button color. Easy as that. You can change the font color. You can change the white background to be another color. And again, you can even change what font you use. So very customizable. Now let's get to business. Let's go over here to the content. And again, you can change any of these fields. You can edit the cover image. So they actually provide pictures from Pixabay. And you can just go right here. I'll pick the same one. You can move it around. And you can also upload your own picture. Let's start over again. And so they have upload, or you can use a URL. So if you have a picture already on your website that you want to use, you can grab that URL from your media library and stick it right in here. Makes it super easy. Okay, and I talked about this last time, but I do recommend that you start with your results, and that's actually the next section that they lead to. So you would want to go ahead and put in your results here, and I've already put in some for us. But let's just go down to Tropical Coconut as a candle scent. And you'll see here I have it, there's like an image area, so you can upload any image or you can hide any image so you don't have to use it. You can also add any descriptors you want, so anything you want the person to have when they come to that result page. And then you can also change the call to action button. So you can take this off altogether by hiding the call to action button. Or you could say like buy and have a picture of the candle up here and a little more information and then link to the URL. You can also change the size of the text as well as the color. The font actually comes from what you picked earlier in your style setting. And the color comes from that too, but you can change the individual color of this particular button. And then I made these other ones, so we can just click on here. The other cool thing about this is that instead of going to this pre-made results page that you made here in the app, You can also redirect results if you want to. And if we click on this button, we can redirect all of them or each individual one. So, you don't have to click like each button, and then have it go to a URL on your page. So for instance, since we're selling candles, instead of having this, recreating like a small descriptor thing and then having the buy button, you could actually go to that product page directly for that particular candle scent instead of having that extra step, which I think is really cool for some businesses. So just so you know, that's an option. But if you don't do it, then these are the pages that when somebody takes a quiz, they'll go to, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then you go down to your questions. So once you get your results all in, you go down and start adding questions. And this one was a question from the original pre-made quiz that I had used, so I don't really want to use that. You simply go here and remove question. Easy as that. And I put in some questions already, just again, so you guys didn't have to watch me type. And you can show a question image, so I could have a big image here. And then you can choose whether a question is a picture or text up here. So answer type image or just text. They do require to have a title down here, so if I take that out, it just turns the answer A, so you just want to put something. It helps you too when you're mapping. So for each question, you put in, the question or the statement, and then you add your results down here. And this one I chose to be an image one. Then you want to correlate the answers to the results for each question. And you do that by going up here. And for the very first one, it was a picture of the ocean. And for some reason, it's correlating sugar and spice. But I actually want it to go to Tropical Dreams and not that one. So an answer can correlate to one result or two results or all of the results. It just depends on what you think that answer may indicate for that result. So if somebody picks the picture of the ocean, then I think maybe it might be salty air, but it also could be tropical coconut. And then the second picture was the forest. So we would actually do forest dreams. The third picture was the drink on the beach. So we're actually going to change that to tropical coconut. And the fourth picture was the cookie, so we're going to change that to sugar and spice. So, and you can check them here. And then you'll want to do that for each question. This one I set up as a text question, and you'll see there are some down here. Again, it's because I used a pre-made quiz to start with, and so whenever you have something you don't want, if you are using a pre-made quiz, you simply just delete. You can add answers at any time. Like I said, this is a very intuitive program. It shouldn't take you very much time once you have what you want to ask and your results. And again, you want to edit those. You have to set this up for each and every question you have. So warm and inviting goes to sugar and spice. Crisp and clean goes to salty air and forest dreams. Like a vacation, salty air, tropical, and clean and woodsy only go to forest dreams. Let's see, and then I have choose a house. The pictures also automatically connect to Picabay, or you can upload your own, or it's the same URL. So it's exactly the same as that cover picture. It's all the same options. And there's even advanced options, so you can kind of pick the size. And then this one's another text one. So you can do all pictures, you can do all text. It's just going to depend on your topic and the questions that you come up with. I think it kind of makes it fun to have a mix of the two. It kind of just breaks up the text. but it's completely up to you. And the number of questions you have is also up to you. I do think like you probably need a minimum of 4 questions, at least because you want it to be a little fun. And I mean, if you only have 3 questions, that seems somewhat limiting. And again, you want to make sure these are all, and I have not correlated these, so that one go there. And make sure to hit save or your correlations won't save automatically. You can reorder your questions just by simply doing this. And you have to, again, make sure to hit save reordering for it to save. So that's how you do a quiz, and you can preview it at any time by going here. And it basically lets you take the quiz. So let's do, and I would test your quiz to kind of make sure you're coming out with the results that you want based on the answers. So go in thinking of, okay, I know I want it to come out as this result. So I'm going to pick sugar and spice. So let's just say even though I picked sugar and spice, and then here we go, sugar and spice. So you can, pick a result that's kind of maybe one off, or you think somebody might pick, even though you know what you want what their result should be based on their other answers. So you can do it as many times as you want just to check your results. Once you get it all set up, you'll want to come up here and then enable lead capture and data collection for my quiz. So we want to turn that on, and then it takes us to fill that out. So it asks you what kind of information you want to collect. And again, it's just going to kind of depend on your company and what you're trying to get from. You can also allow users to skip information collection form. But if you take that away, then that's all they'll see, and they won't be allowed to see the results without giving you their email address. Or you can allow them to skip this step and see the results without giving your email address. You can, of course, change the color of this as well. And then you connect to your email marketing program here, and there's different steps. If you don't see yours, most of them can be connected through Zapier. You can even download a file and then manually upload it to your program yourself. I use ConvertKit, so that's how mine's been set up. It allows you to go ahead and connect to a sequence based on the result. And I'm going to give you some tips and screenshots on that back in the blog post. But that's basically it. That's how you create a quiz, and then you make it public. And then you hit share and embed. And that's really all there is to it. There's tons of options. It's really easy and it's quick to do. And I think it's really fun. So hopefully you guys will give Interact a try if you feel like this could be a good opt-in for your audience.